So they openly admitted Neverness is direct competition. They openly admitted that Wang Yue is direct competition as well. But, chat, they stated there will only be one. They stated there will only be one predominant game cycle or game long-term. One. They have openly admitted, and they think that they're the ones that are gonna take the crown, chat. Ananta 2026 release date. This game is not releasing in 2026, chat. It's not releasing in 2026. Or at the release, I don't think it will. With the state of NTE, I think Ananta is going to run into a similar issue where it's filled with bugs and probably is going to underwhelm players upon first inspection of the game. So they're going to need to do what NTE needs to do, and that's go back to the drawing board. You're going to need to overhaul a lot for NTE to be successful. And at the same time, in comparison here, Ananta is probably going to need to do the same thing. I saw some recent information, maybe it's been a few days, on WeChat. As such, it talks about NetEase and possible beta tests they have planned for Ananta, or better known as Infinity Nikki, or not Infinity Nikki, wow, Infinity. Such as, it seems that they have in mind to have 2 betas of the game before the end of this year at least. Okay, I mean, that's speculation. A lot of what we have to go off of for Ananta is speculation. But hey, they did hold an offline beta test earlier this year. I would be totally happy if they had a beta test in some capacity for this year, sure. Chat, how many of you are excited for Ananta still? Let them fight, 2027? Yeah, I mean, I feel like NTE and Ananta might both push back to 2027. And that its release is scheduled for the second quarter of 2026. I don't know, chat, I don't know. That's not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that would give it, what, a little over a year to run through multiple beta tests for China, for global, and then touch things up and then release. I feel like Wuwa took years of beta testing to get to the state it was in. NTE and Ananta are both gonna take years. It'll be nice, but again, bugs, yep. They need 10 years of development. Trying it out, but Silver Palace made me want to try that one more. Hey, that's fine, but Silver Palace is actually further back than both NTE and Ananta. So if these games are going to release in 2027, expect Silver Palace to late 2027 or 2028. So here, it is still noticeable that they're still working on the game and they are not applying a hightail or some kind of smoke game. But, well, I will just say something. The information is up in the clouds. Whoever wants the shot and whoever does it leaves it there and simply makes excuses for not reaching it or not seeing it. I mean, yeah, there are lots of people that, for whatever reason, argue that Ananta is a fake game. So we just have to wait and see what happens. But if you want to believe more things like the recent hightail case or why NTE is having more success, Ananta doesn't exist, whatever, keep believing. Sooner or later, the truth will soon come to light. Here is the, I guess this is the official social media post. Once again, chat, I have expressed this on numerous different occasions. Both myself and several other content creators have been reached out to by Ananta. As I always state, I can't give specifics. When I can, when the other content creators can, we will. But I was reached out by an official, legitimate NetEase employee that did want to sponsor content pertaining to Ananta. It may have been a beta test trailer. It may have just been a new trailer showcasing no footage whatsoever. We were not given specifics, but we were reached out to do sponsored footage for the game at some point this year. That may be pushed back into next year. I have no idea. It was, you know, a couple months ago, and they didn't really elaborate too much. They sent out emails from the unofficial NetEase registered domain, the NetEase corporate website. We responded back and forth, so they do have direct access to that. It was not a phishing email. We, all of us content creators that got reached out to, added the various different NetEase staff members on Discord, and, you know, very, very vague, basic information was given to us. But that is like literally that's it. We still don't know absolutely anything about what we're technically sponsored to do yet. When they actually give us the information, then we'll be able to do a react or a dedicated video or an integration on it. So there is that. That much has been certain this year. I don't know how long it'll take them to move forward with that though. This is a huge block of information that has absolutely no paragraphs whatsoever and is an absolute pain in my ass to read through. So I'm just gonna take his word for it here. Gachas are hyped for release this year, aren't releasing this year. Yeah, so what that probably means is that a beta test may happen this year, may happen next year, but I don't think NTE or Ananta are releasing this year. Arknight's Enfield might be the only gacha game that does. Let's see what they're saying though. Stix, a gacha content creator, said that they reached out to him via email. Not just me, chat. Once again, numerous different content creators were reached out to via email for sponsored content this year. I can tell this person watches my channel. Depends what it is. If it's just another trailer with no beta, 2027 seems more likely. Once again, yes, it might just be another trailer. They very well could just be releasing a trailer and then having us react to it. Stella Sora did that recently. Arknight's Enfield has done that. Like, a lot of gacha games do that. They want you to build up hype. Silver Palace more recently did that. They want you to build up hype for their game by having you react to a recent trailer. Could be it. Wait, what is this? Stix is kind of the worst possible source for information. I am? Okay, I wonder why I am. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. Like with Blue Protocol, and come to think of it, with Ananta again, they're already made several false date predictions. Wait, hold on. I am the worst possible source for information because I predicted a date, and the 2024 date or 2025 date that I predicted, which is pure speculation, was not correct. That makes me a terrible source for information? What? Do they not understand what a prediction is? It is an educated guess. It is an educated guess. Like I say, I don't think NTE is releasing into beta or releasing in 2025. I think the same about Ananta. I think they'll release in 2026. Is that misinformation? Nope. That is me stating what I believe is going to happen or is not going to happen. But apparently that makes me a terrible source. Yep, false date predictions, okay. I mean, technically, you make those constantly, you're bound to get them at least somewhat correct, the 24th or whatever time you make it, but still not good to go off of someone that is always making stuff up. Dude, the majority of stuff that I react to is literally publicly accessible information. What the actual fuck, man? Bother making a Reddit avatar. Tendency to misunderstand what's being said, true. They still own that Blue Protocol subreddit too. I do? Yeah, chat, for those of you that don't know. Yes, I co-own with Commander A's here, the Blue Protocol subreddit. Why do I co-own the Blue Protocol subreddit? Because I am very passionate about Blue Protocol. I've done over 100 videos on my MMO Byte channel for Blue Protocol, and I told my community in every video, if you want to be a part of a community of players that are excited for the game, join my community specifically for our viewers. That way you can all talk about the game, you can all connect with the game. It's a community. That is what I said. It's not my fault. Okay, you can't blame me for 30,000 people joining it and it becoming the biggest Blue Protocol subreddit there is. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. That just means I'm really good at what I do. And my community was actually very large, and there were a lot of people that were interested in Blue Protocol. So yes, I operate it. Yes, that is mine. I run the Blue Protocol subreddit. I personally, tell me if I'm wrong, I personally think that me being a fan of the game is actually a good thing. Having a fan of the game running a community on whatever platform, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, is a positive thing because you're passionate about the game, especially me, who has been doing this for years. I think that's a positive thing. I don't know, maybe it's just me. He's not sure about your gender. Wait, he isn't? Wait. Dave. Oh, you're right. He called me a they. I mean, okay, just hold on. Give me a sec. I need to investigate real quick. Yep. I got a big hunk of beat there. It is a positive. Good, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. Oh, this guy actually did a comprehensive summary of the Ananta article. He attached a translation. Nice. Okay, cool. No, this is actually what we wanted. Ananta is scheduled to release in second quarter 2026 with an expected target goal of 7 billion. So, okay. Ananta's R&D personnel is more than 450 people, including 600 middle-level employees. The game has not launched due to content updates. At least 2 rounds of testing are expected in 2025, not including the one in January. One is scheduled for August and the other has not been scheduled. The latter will include payment, which may imply that it may not be available for overseas players. After the testing stages, the expectations for the project will be more accurately estimated. Oh, that's it. That's more definitive than I thought. Okay. I translated a question regarding competition from Neverness to Everness and Wang Yue. What are the launch date and competitive advantages of NTE and Ananta? NTE was announced earlier than Ananta, which may have captured some users in advance. Through testing and comparison, Ananta has significant advantages in artistic expression, product completion, development investment scale and background, etc., combined with open player feedback. Its overall competitiveness is outstanding. Therefore, the company, Leihua, chose to extend the development cycle of Ananta to further polish the product. The category, urban open world RPGs, may have only one predominant game long term, but competition is not limited to just these two, as other games such as Wang Yue may also participate. So they openly admitted Neverness is direct competition. They openly admitted that Wang Yue is direct competition as well. But, chat, they stated there will only be one. They stated there will only be one predominant game cycle or game long term. One. They have openly admitted, and they think that they're the ones that are gonna take the crown, chat. They stated Ananta has significant advantages over Neverness in terms of everything. That is a hell of a statement, and they stated here, okay, they actually stated, after seeing NTE announced, they extended the development cycle to further polish it. So they actually, not only do they perceive NTE to be a threat, but they believe that NTE are jumping the gun. They're acting too soon. Ananta here, what they are doing is waiting for NTE to fuck up, to release early, ahead of schedule, to try and, get the jump on Ananta, so that Ananta can polish the game and release it after NTE to capitalize on it by improving everything. That is what they are stating here. This to them is a war of attrition, and they are waiting for NTE to cripple under the pressure first, so then they can take advantage of the state that it releases in. They are smart. They don't care about releasing early. Oh, sounds like they're declaring war on NTE. It does. It really genuinely sounds like they have an attack plan in mind, which is crazy. By the way, chat, if you have not already, you should be a part of our Stix subreddit community where stuff like this gets shared all the time. Make sure you go ahead and join it to remain up to date with everything concerning the gacha genre. So they have a large group of people working on it. They are not releasing in 2025. Like this is definitive proof, a direct confirmation. They are not releasing in 2025. They're going to be doing 2 rounds of testing in 2025. Wow, 2 rounds of testing, probably sometime in 2026 release. They're polishing everything. They consider NTE a threat. They consider Wang Yue a threat, and they plan on destroying both. According to them, there can only be one predominant game long term. They want that crown. Dude, they want that crown. It's a double-edged strategy. It could go either way. It's a smart move. It is. They can see. Yeah, exactly. They can evaluate what they did. That's 100% true. They can see what NTE does, how players perceive it, and then directly alter or improve on the areas that people wanted in NTE. So let's say, as an example, NTE launches and people are like, the GTA aspect of it sucks. Ananta can go, well, we need to improve on that area. Right? The character models are terrible. Well, we need better character models. The action combat isn't fast enough, or we wanted this out of the combat. Okay, now Ananta has the opportunity here to actually implement the things that the people wanted for NTE. So when Ananta launches, they can go, this is what we wanted from NTE. Like, when Wuwa launched, right? Players were like, you could run up walls, no stamina while sprinting, faster action combat, better character models. This is what we wanted in Genshin, right? Ananta can do what Wuwa did and be this is what we wanted from an NTE game. It's smart. It's brilliant. Damn. It's very smart. Nothing is beating being able to fly in a toilet. Dude, fuck yeah. It's... They are very intelligent at what they do. Yep. I am really excited to see what they do. I did not know that they were doing this. This was from, this was from the QQ website. An NTE doesn't make sense that I go to steal a car from someone and they are like, no. And then I can't steal the car. That was actually funny. I remember running up to a person in the car and being like, hey, get out the car, we need it. Flash the badge, and they're just like, no, I'm busy. And you're like, okay, sorry, let me go ask someone else. Not to declare war on both NTE and Wang Yue in broad daylight. They are, yep. It's not just NTE. They publicly confirmed Wang Yue. They outed their name. They stated Wang Yue as a direct competitor. Yes. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.